Hello everyone. Hope you all are safe and fine at your place. Electoral politics. Now, students, in the last video of this chapter, you people have learned about the importance and need of elections, what makes election democratic, political competition, and what is our system of election. And now in this video, you people will learn about the reserve constituencies, voter list, nomination of the candidates, election campaign, polling and counting of the votes. And all this voting list, nomination of candidate, election campaigns, polling and voting of votes are included in the process of election held in India. Now first students, let's talk about the reserve constituencies. Some constituencies are reserved for the people who belong to the scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. In Lok Sabha, 84 seats are reserved for the scheduled caste and 47 for the scheduled tribes. In scheduled caste reserved constituencies, only someone who belongs to the scheduled caste can stand for election. And like this only those belonging to the scheduled tribes can contest an election from the constituencies reserved for scheduled tribes. In many states, students, seats in the rural and urban local bodies are now reserved for the other backward classes and women candidates as well. Now let's talk about the voter list. In a democratic election, the list of those who are eligible to vote is prepared much before the elections and given to everyone, which is officially called the electoral roll and is commonly known as the voters list. It is the responsibility of the government to get the names of all the eligible voters put on the voters list. The voters are required to carry the election photo identity card when they go out to vote, so that no one can vote for someone, but the card is not yet compulsory for voting, as voters can show many other proofs of identity like ration cards, driving license or the Aadhaar card. Some criminals and the persons with the unsound mind can be denied the right to vote, but only in the rare situations. Next one is nominations of candidate. Anyone who can be a voter become a candidate in election. The candidate should be a minimum of 25 years of age. Every person who wishes to contest an election has to fill out the nomination form and give some money as a security deposit. The candidate has to make the legal declaration also, like serious criminal cases pending against candidate, details of the assets and liabilities of the candidate and her family, education qualification of the candidate. Students, this information is made available to the public so that the voters can make their decision on the behalf of information provided by the candidates. Next is election campaigns. The election campaigns are conducted to have a free and open discussion about who is a better representative and in turn which party will make a better government. In India, election campaigns take place for a 2 week period between the announcement of final list of candidates and date of polling. During this period, the candidates contact their voters, political leaders, addresses the election meetings, and political parties mobilize their supporters. Some of the successful slogans given by the different political parties in the various elections. In Lok Sabha election of 1971, the Congress party led by the Indira Gandhi gave the slogan of Garibi Hatao. In 1977, the Save Democracy slogan was given by the Janata Party. In 1977, The left front used the slogan of land to the tiller. Protect the self-respect of Telugus was a slogan used by N.T. Ramarao, the leader of Telugu Desam Party in Andhra Pradesh Assembly election in 1983. Students, according to the India's election law, no party or candidate can bribe or threaten the voters, appeal to them in the name of caste or religion, use government resources for election campaigns, spend more than 25 lakhs in the constituencies or for the Lok Sabha elections or 10 lakhs in the constituencies in the assembly election. If any political party does so, their election can be rejected by the court. Model Code of Conduct. All the political parties in a country have to agree to the Model Code of Conduct for the election campaigns. According to this, no political party or a candidate can use the place of worship for election propaganda. He cannot use the government vehicles, aircraft, and officials for elections. Once the elections are announced, ministers shall not lay foundation stones of any project, take any big policy decisions, or make any promises of providing the public facilities. Now come the voting day, that is election day. The day when the voters cast or poll their vote is called the election day. Every person whose name is on the voters list can go to the nearby polling booth. Once the voter goes inside the booth, the election officials identify her, put the mark on her finger, and allow her to cast her vote. An agent of each candidate is allowed to sit inside the polling booth and ensure that the voting takes place in a fairer manner. A, a ballot paper is a sheet of paper on which the names of contestants contesting the elections along with their party names and symbols are listed. Students, before earlier it, the ballot paper was used, but now electronic voting machines are used to record the votes. The machine shows the name of the candidates and the party symbols. The voter has to just press the button against the name of the candidate she wants or he wants to give her or his vote to. Once the polling is over, all the EVMs are sealed and taken to the secure place. A few days later, all the EVMs are opened and vote secured by each candidate are counted. The candidates who secure the highest number of votes from the constituencies is declared elected. So, students, in this video, you have learned about the reserve constituencies, the process or procedure of election in our country, which includes the voter list, nomination of candidates, election campaigns, and polling and counting of the votes. Thank you.
Hello everyone, hope you are safe and fine at your home. Now, in this chapter, we have learned about hello everyone, hope you all are fine and safe at your home.